Hare Krishna, Namaste.
Chapter 13 is entitled as kṣetra-kṣetrajña-yoga, also as Prakriti-Purusha-Vibhaga-yoga, also as Prakriti-Purusha-Viveka-yoga.
Sloka 27. Yāvat sañjāyate kiñcit sattvaṁ sthāvara-jaṅgamam kṣetra-kṣetrajña-saṁyogāt viddhi bharatarṣabha. Bharatarṣabha, O chief among the Bharatas, sthāvara, not moving, jaṅgamam, moving, kiñcit sattvaṁ, anything that has existence, yāvat sañjāyate, however much comes into being, tat, all of it, kṣetra-kṣetrajña-saṁyogāt, originated from the union between Prakriti and Atma. Viddhi, know that. O chief among the Bharatas, know that whatever you see in existence, both the moving and the non-moving, is only a combination of the field of activities and the knower of the field. In the previous two slokas, we learned how different types of people come to a stage of self-realization. And now in this current sloka, Krishna explains that all the entities that have come into being, whether it is mobile or immobile, are born only from the interaction of the kṣetra and kṣetrajña. Let's remember, because it's been a while since we heard these terms. In the starting, we heard this several times. Kṣetra is the field, that is the body. Kṣetrajña is the knower of the body, which is in this the Atma. So what Sloka says here is that the Atma and the body originate only as a compound, does not exist separately. They are a compound together. That's how they exist. Sattvaṁ means a living entity. It could be plant, trees, insects, reptiles, aquatics, birds, animals, human, devatas, etc. are all said to be sattvaṁ. All these has life. Means each of this has an Atma in it. Plant has its Atma, tree has its Atma, insect, reptiles, fish, birds, animals, human, devata. They are all called by such names because of the combination of the living entity, the union of living entity and the respective body. A plant is called by its name as plant by the union of Atma and the plant body. Likewise, the tree with the union of Atma and tree's body. An elephant with an Atma and elephant's body. Likewise, human, devatas, and so forth. So, whenever we mention sattvaṁ, like plant, trees, etc., it includes both the body and the Atma. It is always a combination, the union of both body and Atma. and that is what called as sattvaṁ, a union between a sentient and non-sentient, that which has knowledge and that which doesn't have a knowledge. This combination together makes it sattvaṁ. In other words, there is nothing exists without this combination. Even an unseen germs has its body and the living entity within it. Krishna uses the term sañjāyate. It is a combination or a union or a joint of two objects. When two objects are in union, when they are joined, there is a relationship, there is a connection between them. That connection is called sambandha. Because of this sambandha, we are able to perceive or understand that they are together. If the sambandha is not there, then they are treated as two separate entities without that union. For example, I am speaking and holding a mic in my hand. Me and the mic has a connection, and that connection is a relationship between two objects, which is myself, another one is the mic. And this connection between the relationship between two dravya, through two substances, is called sañjāyate. As the Sloka says, kṣetra-kṣetrajña-saṁyogāt. Whatever we see, whether it's moving or not moving, is from the union, a joint of Prakriti and the Atma. But we have to understand this carefully. When we say union, this does not mean that just as a child is born out of the union of a male and female parents, the union of kṣetra and kṣetrajña brings another being is not what is being said here. Let me repeat this. When we say union is what we are seeing everywhere, that is a combination between the Prakriti and Purusha, Jivatma and body, is a union that we see everywhere. It is not the same as the union of a parent, a male and female, which produces a child. That's not the same. Here, what it means is that all the moving and non-moving entities around us are all the combination of both sentient and the non-sentient. That is what is meant. There is nothing which exists outside this separately. It is the Atma which resides even in the non-moving objects like plants and trees, etc. The Atma residing in these objects have their knowledge too. As we already discussed in detail, Atma is knowledge, Atma possesses knowledge. But in this case, when the Atma is residing in the plant's body or a tree's body, its knowledge is restricted, limited, or in a dormant stage, not fully active. Therefore, we cannot treat the non-moving object to be a non-sentient, because a sentient being is present even within the non-moving object. These Atmas who are in such bodies, immovable bodies, or because of their previous evil deeds, papa karma, for which they've got such immovable bodies. But irrespective of whatever it is, the body undergoes changes, different stages. If you take a human from childhood to youth, youth to old age, etc., that change is inevitable. But changes from moving to non-moving and non-moving to moving is not a possible change. It continues to be either moving or non-moving until the end of that particular body. So this sañjāyate, the union or the combination joint between the prakriti and purusha, that is the body and jivatma, is so very tight, and it's so very hard to differentiate them. It's all because of the strong rope that ties them really tight together. That rope is nothing than our own karma. So, because of that, this union continues to exist. After speaking on the union, the connection between the prakriti and purusha, the body and living entity, in the next sloka, Krishna explains the major three differences between the Atma and the body. Yāvat sañjāyate kiñcit sattvaṁ sthāvara-jaṅgamam kṣetra-kṣetrajña-saṁyogāt viddhi bharatarṣabha. Namaste. Hare Krishna.